Hey, what's up guys? It is Blackout3x3 here, and today we're going to be going over Xur's inventory week number 2. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to spawn into the rig, and it's easy enough. You can now mark Xur, so that makes this a lot easier just to find him. But he's really close. It's a lot closer than he was on Nessus last week. I got lucky enough that I had a public event here when I spawned in, so I'm just going to take care of this real quick. But he's right in that tunnel right there, as you guys can see. Gonna be nice and easy to get to. He's gonna, he actually kind of impressed this week. A lot better than last week. I mean, he did sell Merciless last week. Can't complain about that. But other than that, I was unimpressed with last week. But you're gonna follow this path right into here, and there is that big bitch Xur standing right there. It'd be cool if he could sell us something a little better, but I'm not going to complain too much. Clear out these enemies, I do suggest it because they can throw a nade in there, lucky nade, and end your ass. But I will be right back with your suggestions, guys. Alright, first thing we're going to start off with is the Wardcliff Coil. Now if you break this gun down, the Mad Scientist perk is this weapon fires a volley of rockets. I've seen this in the Crucible. I won't lie to you, this is actually my first time getting it, but I have seen it in the Crucible and it absolutely shredded me. So that seems like it's going to be a great perk. Volatile Launch. This weapon is optimized for an especially explosive payload. Greatly increases blast radius, slightly decreases handling speed, and slightly decreases projectile speed. It's just one of those basic perks that's going to help you out a little bit. That blast radius, trust me, it is fucking huge, guys. Extended mag, you guys know, increases magazine size, decreases reload speed. Mechanized auto loader. This weapon automatically reloads on ammo pickup. That is amazing. So you are in a boss fight. Let's say you're fighting Callus. Everybody knows he's a big ass bitch. Well, half the time you end up using all your rockets, and then once you pick up another one, it's going to auto-load it for you, so that's going to be hella nice in that boss fight. In composite stock, this weapon has a versatile dual-purpose stock, slightly increases stability, increases handling speed. You guys know the drill on that. As far as my recommendation for the Wondercliff Coil goes, or the Wardcliff Coil, I was thinking the Wonderwaff from Call of Duty Zombies. The Wardcliff Coil, I would definitely say that is a go-to weapon for me. Definitely, if you have the shards, I would buy it. Now, Foe Tracer, that's going to be your Hunter exotic. All it says is, I see you. Relentless Tracker, visually marks targeted enemies, deals more damage to low health marked enemies. That's going to be really helpful. I've seen people use it in the Trials of the Nine, or the Trials of the Mida, as I like to call it, and it was very helpful for them. They shredded me. You can either do increased resilience or increased health recovery, which is amazing because no hunter in the world needs more mobility. All we need is recovery and resilience. But overall, I did not have this exotic before, but I just bought it now, so I would highly suggest picking that up as well. ACD Feedback Fence. Now, the exotic perk is Fury Conductors. Melee kills build up an explosive energy within the ACD Feedback Fence. Being struck by a melee attack unleashes this weapon in a devastating explosion. Now, devastating is not the word you should use here. That's for sure. Quite frankly, I have these on right now. Let me open up my character. You can see I have them on because they're the highest light that I have. But other than that, I really can't recommend them. The devastating explosion is nowhere near anything that I would consider devastating. However, with the setup that I have on, they do look pretty damn cool. I mean, it looks damn good. Here, I'll throw on Vigilance Wing, so it's all gold and white and all. So, like I said, they look cool, not that great. And the last thing you're going to have is sun bracers. And Warlocks are already getting flashbacks of Destiny 1 and fucking Sunbreakers every single week. But I promise you, they are not Sunbreakers. Helium Spirals increases the duration of solar grenades and grants grenade energy on solar melee kills. I mean, I bought these because I don't have the exotic yet, and I'm trying to collect as many exotics as possible. However, when it comes down to it, that's really not that great of a perk. Increases the duration of solar grenades, increases grenade energy on solar melee hits. I would suggest getting it if you don't have it and you just have an excess of legendary shards like I do. I know that's a wonderful number up there. But I really wouldn't go out of my way, I won't lie to you, to try and get these. If you're tight and you don't think you're going to have enough for next week's weapon, I would say hold off. So as far as my ranking system for these go on, if I could only get one, I would go with the Wardcliff Coil. And that, last time Destiny was around, week 2, he sold the Gjallarhorn, and a lot of people passed. Well, this week he's selling another exotic launcher, and I don't think they did that by mistake, guys. Either they're going to buff it to hell, or they're just taunting us. But I would definitely suggest the Wardcliff Coil as my first choice. Second, I would go with Foe Tracer, especially if you have a hunter. I mean, visually marking the targeted enemies, more damage to low health marked enemies. That's just increased damage and just making it a little easier to get your enemies spotted. Hopefully help you out in trials a little bit. And honestly, it's a toss-up in the last one. I would have to go with Sunbracers just because it increases the duration of solar grenades. So hopefully you can get a little more burn damage on a boss. Whereas the feedback fence just isn't fucking good. Honestly, like, I wish I could tell you something else, but the quote-unquote devastating explosion, it feels like you farted on the enemies, quite frankly, and rarely kills them. So that's my suggestions for that, guys. 100% on the Wardcliff Coil. Foe Tracer seems like a good exotic. The other two are kind of throwaway. However, if you don't have them and you have a lot of extra shards to burn, I do suggest buying them. But I do appreciate you guys for tuning in today. I'm going to leave you looking at my sexy ass Titan. Let me switch over so I can be max 302 power. Pretty proud of that, won't lie. Have to work on his recovery. But he does look fine as fuck. So I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, have a nice day, guys.